to my YouTube channel. My name is Yemi, and I'm a YouTuber in Lagos. I film about lifestyle, faith, career, and every other good stuff, and it's good to really have you around. So if this is your first time, thank you for tuning in, thank you for stopping by, thank you for watching this video, thank you for clicking on this video. And if you have been following my videos or my pregnancy playlist, thank you very much for going on this journey with me. There are more and more for where this is coming from, and I hope that you continue this journey with me. So we're still on the pregnancy episode, and by now you can see that my face is a little bit brighter. I think I'm more comfortable now talking because I'm way past I've gone past the first trimester, well into the second trimester, proceeding to the third in a few weeks. So I think I have my strength. They always say the second trimester is where you have a lot of energy and all of that. I wanted to film this video after my first trimester so that the thoughts and everything is still fresh. But fam, let's be honest, like when they say that in the second trimester you have so much strength and all that, it's not like as if that week of second trimester, that's like I think week 13 or week 14, it's not like as if you just wake up with 13 and you're strong. Like it's a phase. So it starts phasing out a little bit, start getting your energy back, and then you probably like start getting your energy really in week 17. So it's not like as if it just happens like that. But then when it happened in week 17, I finally got my strength back. Honestly, filming was not now like the first thing on my mind because I wanted to like get back on a lot of things that I had stopped doing and just get myself back. So if you see my face and my face is looking a little bit chubby and that, but then if there's anything this baby has done to me, it's given me glowing skin. I know like fresh glowing skin. I know So in this video I'm going to be talking about my first trimester recap, things that happened in the first trimester, some of the symptoms I realized, and just go on this journey with me. So I'm looking into my phone because I have some of these things written in my other phone. So I'm looking into my phone to read out some of the things I had written out. When I found out from the last video when I spoke about finding out I was pregnant and all of that, from the time I realized I was pregnant, I remember my sister-in-law would always call and say, "Are you fine? Are you okay?" And I would say, "I'm fine. What is wrong with me? I'm okay." And she will laugh and say, "Oh, it's fine. I thank God." I was I've prayed about it. And honestly, the months of waiting, I spoke about my short months of waiting and all of that, and I spoke about how that period made me to really pray, be intentional about my process and what I wanted. And I'm really grateful that I really I had those months because those months made me really intensify my prayer and all of that. So I thought that it was just good to be walking in the park and all that. And really, honestly, when I look back at it, I'm not yet at the end of the journey, but I'm way past I'm way past half of the journey. And so far it's been really good compared to what I hear about other people. I work in the HR space. I deal with a lot of pregnant women, antenatal, HMOs and all of that, and I hear a lot of things. I hear a lot of things that people have to go through. I see people that are hospitalized from the beginning of their pregnancy to the end, and people that have to run a lot of tests, and I do not have any of all of this. I'm super grateful. But then I also had my fair share of pregnancy experience that I would like to share with you guys, and some of the ways that I was able to handle some things that happened to me. So the first thing I actually noticed, the first symptom, even before I found out I was pregnant, was that I realized that I had breast tenderness. So my breast was sore and painful and all of that. Now, can we all talk about the fact that my breast grew? Like from a D cup to like a DD. It just went few. My breast grew. Like a lot of people actually found out I was pregnant through my breasts. Like, yeah, that was it. Some people were like, it's your breast. Are you sure you're not pregnant? Even people that joked it and I just shoved it off. But a lot of people kind of suspected or even confirmed that I was pregnant through my breast. And even I noticed because my breast, I had to go off on a new bra shopping because my old bras were no longer my size, TMI. But then that's one of the things I had to deal with pregnancy. And then after the breast tenderness and the soreness of breast, which were the first thing that I actually found out, the next thing was tiredness and weakness. Oh my Lord, coming from somebody who is always tired, I was extra tired. I'm that person that always says I'm tired. I'm not joking, I'm tired. But no, I thought I was just whining. This one, I was tired of doing nothing. Yes, like literally waking up tired, sitting down tired. Hey, this kind of tiredness and fatigue that you cannot even explain. And honestly, there were days when I was just crying. I'm sure I'm going to talk about that, because I just didn't believe that this is me the energy body, me the jumping up and down, I was just really tired. There were days when I didn't feel like talking to anyone. Like my phone would literally be ringing. Imagine my mom calling me and I'm not picking. If you know me personally, you know that that's something. That's something, because I mean, I always talk to my mom every time. Then my mom is calling me and I do not honestly feel like talking to her, because I'm just tired. I'm tired to hold the phone, tired to talk. It was really a thing. Weakness and tiredness. Oh my God. If you can relate, please tell me in the comment section. And then emotional instability. Sometimes I'm crying, sometimes I'm angry. There are days when I'm just crying unnecessarily. I'm asking myself, why are you crying? Honestly, tell me, why are you crying? And I cannot like explain why I'm crying. I'm just crying. I'm just being cranky. I'm just angry. This emotional instability was something else that I couldn't explain. Then bloating. I was bloated. I was bloated. Like any small food, I'm bloated. I drink water, I'm bloated. I'm not even joking. I have pictures to prove that. I'm going to post pictures. Then I thought that my stomach was already growing, because I thought like, and I felt like, was it too early for my stomach to like start coming out? And that was around maybe like week 8 or thereabout. I thought my stomach was already coming out. I was just telling my husband, can you see my stomach? My husband was saying, no, I can't see your stomach. This is your normal stomach. But then it was because I was feeling bloated. I was always bloated. Then burping. Oh Lord, I'm sure like in most of my videos you will have seen me burp. I was always burping a lot, like burping a lot. I was always saying excuse me, I will burp and all of that. I'm sure I'll do that in this video. I think it has really gone down. But the video I filmed in the first trimester, most likely will have seen something like that. Nausea but no vomiting. Now when I wrote this at that time, I was writing like some of my symptoms down. Maybe when I read this I was not vomiting, but before I ended my first trimester, I threw up about 6 times. Yeah, 6 times. And then my second trimester I threw up I think once or twice. So that's like 8th time in general in the whole of the pregnancy so far. But then I feel easily irritated. I feel nauseous all the time. But then in my first trimester, I was always waking up nauseous. I was always nauseous. And then brushing of teeth was a lot. I couldn't brush my teeth. Every time I wanted to brush my teeth, it looked like I was going to throw up. So when I brushed my teeth, I had to use like mouthwash. Because I wasn't sure if I was brushing my teeth. But in fact, I had an appointment with the dentist. I never went later. But I had an appointment with the dentist to do teeth washing, because I felt like I wasn't brushing my teeth well. I couldn't brush my tongue. I mean, that one, brushing tongue was what was going to actually make me throw up in the first instance. I couldn't brush my tongue. I had that issue and I was dealing with that a lot. Like I said, the things that helped me, I'm going to state them. And one of the things that helped me for that was mouthwash. Using mouthwash, ensuring that I don't brush my tongue. Also not thinking about the fact that I'm going to throw up. So when I think about the fact that if I brush, I'll throw up, I would actually have that urge to throw up. But when I don't think about it, I find that there are days, like these exceptional days when I just brush my teeth, and it goes. After I finish brushing my teeth, I remember that I didn't throw up. Well, the law. So a mouthwash specifically helped me. And then for the nausea, I was always eating cracker, avoiding my trigger. But then that was quite difficult, because I was an HR person. I was attending to a lot of people complaints and all of that. So imagine someone walking up to me to complain about something, and I really don't want to. I can't stand you because of your smell, or because I couldn't smell a lot of people's perfume. I couldn't stand my husband. Oh Lord, I had an episode with my husband. So I bought my husband a gift, a perfume set in December. I mean, I found out I was pregnant in January, so I bought my husband a perfume set in December as his birthday gift, and I loved it. I loved this set genuinely. That was why I bought it, right? Then my husband started to use it in January. It wasn't a problem until around February, when I started having like the deep nauseous feeling, and it was a problem. Yeah, like literally, my husband started from not being able to use it in the room, so he would go to the sitting room to use it. And then when I get to the sitting room, it became a problem, so you have to go outside, and then you will go outside, use the spray, and give me back, then put the spray at the window so that I bring it back inside. And then I will get outside, I will still smell it. So you could not use it any other place again. You have to just stop Honestly, that guy just tried. He had to stop using his body spray until when I was better. So it was a lot. I had to stop him from using the body spray. I had to stop using our soap because the soap had a strong smell. I had to stop using my cream because my cream had a strong smell. Oh my lord, it was a lot. We thank God. Like honestly, when I think back at it, how did I survive? I don't know. I really don't know how I survived. But we thank the Lord. Then I had diarrhea and constipation. Like that's two different things, right? One day I'm purging, the next day I can't poo. I'm not understanding it. Like I wasn't getting my system at all. One day I'm purging, I'm googling how to stop purging pregnancy, because now Google is your friend. Like you're googling everything. Oh my lord. Can I eat okra as a pregnant woman? Can a 6 weeks pregnancy be so bloated? Different kind of things, just always on the net, checking out everything. And I had a support group that really helped me, Baby Mingo, and I really advise anybody who is pregnant. I had a lot of surprise, but Baby Mingo was really so helpful. And then there was Bed Safe also that was so helpful, and then my hospital's antenatal group. But Baby Mingo was most helpful because if you message the medical practitioners as early as 2 a.m. somebody's responding to you. If your medical practitioners don't respond to you, then you will see someone who has probably gone through what you've gone through that would respond to you, and the person will tell you. So it might not be a medical perspective, but the perspective of someone who has gone through what you have gone through, and you might try it out and see that it is working for you. So Baby Mingo was so helpful to me, and they were the ones that helped me with a lot of things, because I would always ask questions and all of that, and they were always answering me. So I had diarrhea, I had constipation, but then we thank God for diarrhea. I would drink gari, either eat crackers. I couldn't eat crackers at the point also. I couldn't take the crackers anymore. It was tasteless in my mouth and all of that. So I would take gari without sugar, but with cold water, very cold water. If I drink it, then it will stop. Then for the constipation, I would take orange. Thankfully, there was orange in season, so I would take orange, and then the poo will come. So those were what I was doing for either of the two symptoms whenever they come. And then I had cravings and lack of appetite. So there were times when I craved, so I started craving amala. I ate a lot of amala. So let me give you a story. There was a time that my boss, so there was a day that he went out and bought breakfast and lunch for me. He knows I love amala. So he bought amala for me and all of that. And guys, I literally ate the amala in the morning. I kept the rice for the afternoon. It was that bad. I was always craving amala. One time I cried because my husband didn't want to buy amala for me. I mean, my husband doesn't buy, he doesn't like street food. There's always been a thing of debate in our house because there's some street food that you just need to buy, like suya. My husband always just against street food, so it was a problem. But then I told him, so one time he had indulged me a couple of times. This time I wanted it, but it wasn't giving in, and I was so hungry, I was sad, and I took bike. This is me. So now I'm saying I took bike. You might not understand if you don't know me personally. But for people that know me personally, you know, they know that I don't take public transport, not even Danfo, not even keke. So imagine if you take your bike to go and look for, and unless I could have taken Uber or something to go and look for amala, but because I didn't know where I was going to, so I had to take bike that would take me to every hook and cranny to go and look for amala. I honestly didn't know where I was going to. I just told the guy I was going to an amala site. The guy should just take me around, and I mean, thankfully, the first place we got to, we found amala, and I ate it. Because I didn't want my husband to annoy me when I get back home, but start complaining, can I say I'm eating out? I ate it there, rinsed my hand, washed my hand, and went back home. Oh Lord, pregnancy is a different kind of thing. And then this same me that was always craving amala was the same person. I started with semo, because one time I told my boss that when I said my boss had to go around Oshodi looking for semo for me. So I can imagine how I went for semo to amala. The other time I had pounded yam craving. The other time I had afang soup craving. I just had a lot of traditional food. Like swallow was my go-to food, man. Swallow was my go-to. I was always craving swallow, and at the same time I had lack of appetite. So this was me who had ordered coastone because I had not eaten anything throughout the day, and I was really hungry, and I ordered coastone. And for a sweet tooth like me, the coastone came and I couldn't finish it. See, it was at that point I knew that something has happened to me. How can you hold me? Or did it me? Sugar mouth. Me that have discount on all the sweet tooth apps. Like I literally have discount on Costco, Pizza, Buffet, like a lot of apps, a lot of these vendors. I'm the go-to order person. You get small chops. Like if you want to order these things, I know vendors. I know how to get discounts. I know how to. So you can know how much of a sweet tooth I am. And I ordered Costco. Used all my favorite shavings, all my favorite additions, add-ons, and all of that. Waffles, I put coconut shavings and all of that, and I couldn't eat it. It shocked me. It shocked me. But it was at that point I knew that I haven't had it. But then so I had cravings and I had lack of appetite also. Then frequent urination, like there were times that my urine was yellow. Like if you ever see the video of that pregnancy, my urine was very yellow, and this is for somebody that my urine is not always like yellow. When I see yellow urine, I feel like I'm sick at some point. So it was very yellowish and it was smelling like drugs. I didn't just get it, but when I googled it, they said it was fine. There were lots of discharge, I thought it was yeast infection at some point, but since it wasn't smelling and it wasn't itchy, my doctor said it was fine, but I had a lot of discharge. And I was keeping saliva in my mouth. Now this one I wasn't quite surprised, because I would usually keep saliva in my mouth whenever I'm sick, and I prayed against it. I prayed against keeping spit. I didn't want to keep spit. I didn't want to keep saliva in my mouth. One time myself and my elder sister were talking, and she said the act is that I should never spit out. So I should try to see how I can swallow the spit. I should try to see how I can probably take fluids, take menthols, anything. But once I start spitting, to now control it to be difficult. So once I got the symptom and I found that I started keeping spit, I would either swallow it. If I'm going to spit it out, just be like occasionally will I spit it out. But other days I would either swallow it back, or I take menthols, or I chew gum and all of that. Free gels really helped me. Free gels and menthols really helped me. Those were two things that helped me. Free gels, menthol, and Baba Blue. Oh Lord. Every time I told my friends that they should come buy me a pack of Baba Blue, and I got it actually. I got a pack of Baba Blue. But that was what helped me. So free gels, Baba Blue, menthols, they were things that helped me a lot during that phase. Then I was always sleeping easily, and then insomnia. So like I said, there were times when I had like two different kinds of symptoms. Like on some days I'm sleeping very easily, like I'm just in a conversation and I've slept off. On some other days I'm awake at the middle of the night and I'm just looking like this, and I'm like, what's going on, guys? Like, what's going on here? I'm just awake and I'm just angry because my husband is sleeping beside me, and me, I'm just there. God, I'll be so angry. But then I just always thought about it, that this guy is tired. I beg, let me just allow him sleep. But look over me now. But then I just always left him at some point. But I was always like, so I couldn't say that I wasn't sleeping, because there were days when I would sleep. There were also other days when I would be so awake, like my face would be I will not be able to sleep no matter how much I try. Sometimes I drop my phone. I mean, I got a lot of arc. Some people said I should off the lights. Yes, I always sleep in the dark room, so I try to off the lights. I mean, make sure that there's no ray of lightning at all in the room. Then I try to put on my phone also, I mean, or play songs and all that. So when I started doing that, it started helping. It wasn't on every day that I'll play songs and to help me, but then there was on certain days that I will play songs and to help me sleep. I'll play podcasts. I had this pregnancy journey podcast that I would usually play, and it helped me sleep. And on days when I slept easily or I slept early, glory to God. Forgetfulness. So yes, I had pregnancy brain, and I mean, someone will tell me something, I will forget. I'm supposed to do something, and this really affected me in my job. I mean, for the house it was easy to just augment, but with my job it was now difficult because I was forgetting a lot of things easily. And what helps me was that once I'm given an instruction, or once I want to do something, or once someone tells me something, I tell Siri, I mean, on my iPhone, I just put it on my iPhone, I just tell Siri to remind me, or I write it down in my book. I have a book that I always carry around, so I just write it down in my book and I ensure that I go back. So that helps me to remember. That was just what helped me in pregnancy. But anything I don't write down immediately, I most likely will forget, and That's just it. But then once I write it down, I'll be able to follow through. Once I put it on my alarm, once I put it on my to-do, or I tell Siri to remind me, I just remember. Those are the things that helped me for pregnancy brain forgetfulness. Then I realized that I was clumsy, but you know, I didn't get it. I just wrote. So yeah, I wrote restlessness, but it was in second trimester that I realized that no, this is not restlessness. This is clumsiness. Like, I'm eating, things are falling off my hand, like plate. There were a lot of times that food poured off from my hand. There were a lot of times that I'm eating, food is pouring on my hand. I'm sipping water, water is dropping on my clothes. I'm eating, the food is staining my clothes. I was just clumsy. Things are falling off. My bag is falling off. I don't know where I'm putting things. I'm just packing things and all of that. No. It was a different kind of clumsiness. I was clumsy, and I was always wondering what was going on until when it became consistent. It was even when food would always fall off from my hand. That was when I realized that. That's when I started Googling. I checked to see if it was actually a thing, and I found out that clumsiness is a type of pregnancy symptom. you know, I'm sure if you don't know, you'll also be shocked. Like, yes, clumsiness. So now let's talk about my second trimester. Let's just put that. So I'm still in second trimester, and then if there's any other thing, I'll mix it with the third trimester also. So let's talk about my second trimester. Some of the things that happened in my second trimester was I was craving for amala. I said it. And by second trimester, my craving for amala was strong. But now at the moment, I'm no longer craving amala again. I think I just eat food. Now I'm craving food anyhow. Like I eat now. You know, when I had lack of appetite and I was not really eating, my mom, there were times my mom came around to stay with me, and she always begged me to cook for me, and that she would say, "Don't worry. When you get to the second trimester, you will eat all this food, all this weight, all this food they are losing, you will eat it." And sincerely, both the weight I did not have before, the weight I lost, and everything, I gained everything back. It's second trimester. I mean, within a period of how many weeks, I gained everything back because I was now beginning to eat a lot. So I was craving amala at the beginning, but now I'm craving just food, healthy food. This thought smell, like, oh God, smell. I still deal with smell. I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be then, because that time I would throw up. If I had motion sickness at some point, once I'm in AC, imagine entering car and you cannot use AC because of me. It was really bad. I couldn't use AC in the car. I had a lot of distorted smell, but now it's better. Even though I still have that, sometimes I just say, please, let's just wind down the AC. I beg. You just wind down the windows. We can't use AC, but it's better now. It's quite better now. Still sleeplessness. I still have the sleeplessness sometimes, not every time. Sometimes. Purging. Oh my God, that one I looks like it's even every Saturday ritual. Like every Saturday, I'm always purging. I'm beginning to notice that. And then heartburn. Oh Lord, that one just started recently. And that's because if I, as in, maybe if when I eat small, so like I said, I just started recently. Maybe I'll talk about it in my next video. But for the heartburn, I realized that when I eat too much, that's when I start having heartburn. So I've started saying maybe I would reduce my portions and all of that. But the thing is, if I'm more filled up, and there's nothing I can do about it. But I also realize that sometimes I eat small, I'm filled up, the next minute I'm hungry again. So I'm still trying to find a balance with my heartburn and understanding what exactly is the cause of the heartburn. With the purging, I don't know what exactly the cause is. Maybe because of beans, because I realized on Saturdays we eat beans or moi or egg or something. So maybe that's what is causing the protein. Or maybe when I eat vegetable and I eat beans, and I do that a lot. I can eat vegetable in the morning or beans in the morning and then eat vegetable and something in the evening. And my stomach could be fine. My stomach is not very sensitive, so these things can fly. But now I realize that it cannot anymore. Like it's honestly a thing of bother at the moment. And then emotional instability, I still do have that. Those days when I just want to keep to myself, those days when I don't want to talk, I'm angry and all of that. Born in law, it's a beautiful experience. I thank God for how far we've gone. Oh God, so I'll put a clip of what we look like as of first trimester ending, and I really don't look pregnant. Maybe now, because I'm looking at this video, now I say, yeah, nose is big. I lie, nothing. Maybe my nose is a little bit big. Maybe from this video I'm looking at now, it's looking like, but no, my skin has been glowing. Like, it's not even filter. No, it's not camera. It's not video fit. Like my skin has been glowing. I know. Yes. So In the next video, I'm going to be talking about some more things like dealing with pregnancy anxiety, some of the things I've learned in pregnancy, some of the things I've liked, some of the things I do not like. I'm going to do a gender review. I'm going to be talking about my maternity shoot and every other thing I can document in this pregnancy as far as God helps me and I have strength. Till then, remain blessed. Thank you very much for watching to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Until next time you see my face, remain blessed. I love you all. Bye.